Welcome back to Ponderosa North for the love of Bonanza. Well, today I'm going to focus on some of the child stars that appeared on Bonanza, of which there were many children appeared on Bonanza. I'm just going to focus on a few. I can't name them all, but I'm going to start with Johnny Stevens. Johnny Stevens played young Adam in Inga My Love. Here he is. And I know all of us, I hear this all the time. Oh, how we wish we could have seen Hoss and Little Joe as children. That would have been amazing to see them as little boys. But we only got to see Adam, and he was played by Johnny Stevens. Next is Jody Foster. She appeared in A Place to Hide. Very young Jody Foster. She went on to, win Academy Awards in directing and writing and producing, and she played Little Bluebird in A Place to Hide with Suzanne Flechette. Darling little girl. Her resume, I'm telling you, I went to look it up, to find out what episode Jody Foster was in. Her resume is decades long. She's still going strong, Jody Foster. What an amazing woman, an icon in Hollywood. Next up is our little Katie Sweet, who played Peggy in 4 episodes. Let me see if I can get them all. The Cheating Game, The Waiting Game, Triangle, and I can't remember the other one. But all the Laura Dayton. She played Laura Dayton's daughter. But the chemistry between these two, between Adam and Peggy, I love every single scene between Adam and Peggy. They were just wonderful scenes. I know that the convention committees would reach out to Katie Sweet to join us on conventions, but she was never interested. She went on, she didn't continue with her acting career, which is a shame because she was a real natural, and went on to do other things. So there it is, Katie Sweet. The next one I'm going to talk to you about is Michael Davis, and he is in Little Man 10 Feet Tall. This guy is quite a talented young person at the time. Not only was he actually playing this guitar, but you can see him on the Dick Van Dyke Show, where he's doing this magnificent flamenco dance. Quite a talented young man was Michael Davis. He appeared in Little Man 10 Feet Tall with Ross Martin, and sort of disillusioned with his father. He's an Italian immigrant, and it's the first time Hoss is introduced to pasta, which is just, don't do that. You'll fall in love with pasta, and he did. That was quite a nice scene. But this young man developed quite a hero out of Hoss, and whatever Hoss did was, could do no wrong. And so when you get a chance, take a look at Little Man 10 Feet Tall, and also try and track down that Dick Van Dyke Show. He does a magnificent flamenco dance. He's amazing, talented kid. Let me see who else we have. We have Butch Patrick. He was in the Prime of Life, played little Jody. And here he is meeting Ben here. Butch Patrick, of course, went on to do Eddie Munster, I believe, on the Munsters. And he's done a lot of character acting. He continued on into his teen years and into his adulthood acting. Who else have we got here? We have got, I have not written this down, shame on me. But this is another young actor. Here it is, Donald Losby in The Jackknife. Another hero sort of episode where this young man's father is in prison, and he comes back, and then he sort of ends up falling for Purnell as a father figure. And it was quite a touching episode, The Jackknife. So catch that when you can. That's Donald Losby. Then we have Gabriel. So Gabriel was a young blind girl. She played by Diane Mountford. Here she is. Uh, very cute little girl. And so lovely. She was just a lovely little girl. You couldn't help but fall in love with her, and the Cartwrights certainly did. Here she is behind the scenes with Mike. She's got her hand on his shoulder. He's playing some checkers. So, looks like they had a good time on that episode. That episode is called Gabriel. Who else have we got here? Okay, we've got David Ladd in Feet of Clay. Again, another hero worship episode where, Haas is the hero in this one. Nobody could seem to get through to this young man. His father was, again, in prison, and the Cartwrights kind of take him under his wing. And Haas, being Haas, seems to be the only one that can get through to young David Ladd, son of Alan Ladd, who went on to do some producing and directing and stuff like that. And a very heart-wrenching scene when Haas kind of betrays this little fella, and it's get it when you get a chance. These are all great episodes. Check out Feet of Clay. Next one I'm going to talk about is I wrote it down somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is. Pam Smith. She is in The Gift of Water, playing Lindy. And oh my gosh, they were so cute together, she and little Joe. Here they are working on the well. And when Joe comes along, they sort of appear. Haas starts, and then Adam comes and adds his little, 2 cents. And then Joe comes along and adds his 2 cents, finally trying to reach water. But little Lindy has a crush on all of them. And do you blame her? But when little Joe shows up, it's quite humorous sort of scenes with him, dropping the... She's trying to help. All she wants to do is help. And ends up, dropping the hammer on his foot and all kinds of stuff. But then end up defending him because, Haas is sort of roughhousing with Joe. And you put him down, It's really a cute episode. She kind of adopts these older guys, these 3 brothers, as her own. Very, very touching episode. Very good episode, too. Pam also did the movie Misty with David Ladd. She didn't do too much after that, but she was a cute little thing. She was really good in that episode. There's another episode called Blessed Are They. And little Joe has to take care of these little kids. Well, they all do, actually. They're sort of holding them until a custody dispute is being settled. So, of course, the Cartwrights take them, and these children are just, let's just say they are rambunctious. Here they are trying to get their shoes on, and, these rough and ready cowboys dealing with these young people. And then Adam comes along, and here, I'll put your little bonnet on for you. So very good, very cute. Wonderful when children are in Bonanza. They're just great. A couple other honorable mentions is that Clint Howard and Ron Howard both appeared in Bonanza, as did Vince Van Patten. So if you can think of any other child actors that appeared on Bonanza, let me know. Put them in the comments below. And we will see you next time on Ponderosa North for the love of Bonanza. See you later.